Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Today I'm gonna demonstrate to you what I have learned so far with this book, Headfirst Java. I recommend it for beginners. It is still using Java 5.0 version, but you will learn a lot when it comes to object-oriented and the basics of Java. So not bad at all. But for this video, I'm gonna demonstrate to you, or I'm gonna create a program. So there will be two racers. Well, don't expect a visual interface. This will just be, or a graphical interface. This will just be in a command line. So two racers will compete with each other, and the one who finished first, the distance will be the criteria, which will be 100. The first one to reach 100 is the winner of this game. So to start with, I'm gonna create our main class and followed by the main method. So I'm gonna create a static inner class. Usually for you to make an object of an inner class, you need to use a reference of the outer class. So outer.inner, this is just an example, equals to new outer.inner. But again, if you're gonna use a static, you don't need to use the outer class, or you don't need to have a reference of the outer class. Private static class racer, because these players are in a race competition and they need to implement runnable interface. So I'm gonna create the first three fields, the name of the racer, the speed, and the distance. And I'm gonna create a flag, or well, this will be for the flag if the racer has completed the race. And I need to create get and set method for each field. And alright, so the distance will be calculated depending on the speed. It will actually increment based, again, the current distance plus the current speed. Alright, and then I need to override the run method of the runnable interface. So this will be inside a while loop. Alright, so next will be set the speed first. So set speed the speed will be random within from 0 to 3. So we need to cast this first, because mat.random will return a floating point number, and then get that speed, pass it on a variable, and also set the distance based on the speed, and also get the distance. And I'm gonna create a condition or a test if the racer has completed based on the distance. So it should be, the finish line or finish distance is 100, and I'm just gonna print a message. Okay, get name. The name of the racer is running at the speed, and then current distance is alright, current distance is the distance. Else I'm gonna print if they have finished the race, another message here, has completed the race. Finish at distance D. Alright, let me see. Get name is a method. Alright, so next is create the racers for the player. Racer R will R. Okay, so I'm gonna set the name for the first player, which is Roger Rabbit. Next will be Teenage Turtle. So a competition between Roger Rabbit and Teenage Turtle. And then I'm gonna create a thread. Just name it the variable A for the first one. Pass the runnable object, which is Roger Rabbit, and I will just name it B, and then this will be Teenage Turtle, and I need to print a message just to inform that the race has started. So I'm gonna start the thread. Alright, so it looks like no errors. Let me see if this will work. Hmm. Okay. Oh, alright. This is bad. Well, I'm reaching more than 100 here. Let me see why. How about changing the type to short? Or set the distance to and I should update the flag that the player has completed the race, and just to see the progress, I can go ahead and add a thread that sleep method for 2000 milliseconds or 2 seconds, just to see a delay. Alright. Well, this thread does sleep requires to handle or declare the exception. Just gonna catch it. Alright. Let me see. Let's run it again. Alright. Somehow this is a snail game, snail race. So currently tie at 11. Okay. Roger Rabbit takes lead. At least 7 or 5. It's now 10. Roger Rabbit is still on the lead. Let's see. That is getting a big lead now. Okay, a Teenage Turtle is coming back. So the lead is down to 3, down to 1. Alright, it's now tied and Teenage Turtle takes the lead. Wow, that's a good one. So on the first half of the race, Teenage Turtle was trailing, but now he's taking lead, and Roger Rabbit still tries to go back to the race. Okay. So which player will win this race? Alright, and Teenage Turtle is almost done. 4 more points. Okay, there you go. So Teenage Turtle has completed the race. Finish distance exactly at 100, and it took 4 cycles for Roger Rabbit to reach 100 and above. And Again, this is just a beginner demonstration for a newbie like me. You can give me a comment, suggestion, but once I have learned uh, more about programming in Java, I think I will go back to this code and modify or improve it, or maybe create a GUI interface for this race. So again, thank you so much for watching, and God bless.